It's that time again. What's up, everybody? This is Dads Lads Kebabs. Hope you enjoy the show. Deuces. Boom. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome to another fantastic episode of Dads Lads and Kebabs. Oh, mate, I need a drink. Yeah, should we have anything else fridge? Let's go for. Look at these.
Liquid Death. Is that a caffeine drink?
No.
Sparkling water. Blech. That's the dirtiest thing ever. I'd rather drink Guinness, I think, or beer. And I hate them. Sparkling water's awful for me.
I got water sponsorship, so I've got the Voss, of course, essential. All flavours of Liquid Death.
It spends lots of money on water, people. That's what it is.
I do. Guys, how is everybody? Mickey, how are you?
I'm alright. I'm on training week.
Oh, work you mean, not like...
Oh no, don't do that. I'm too old and frail for that. Yeah, so it's a bit weird getting up later, like a couple of hours later, and then driving in for training and all that. But yeah, it's good. I'm learning lots and lots and lots.
Are you taking the extra sleep for granted?
Yeah.
Or are you still waking up at normal time?
Day one I did.
Fuck.
And then the last 2 days I haven't. So yeah, it's been alright. I'm sort of slowly adapting to it.
Wait till next week when you're back on earners.
Yeah, I know.
You're such a blue collar worker, aren't you? You're just a rugged man now. You're just with a shovel. Not like me.
Yeah, I've got dodgy joints. You've got dodgy fingers. Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
It doesn't, no. He's been fingering my joints.
Damn. God damn. Oh, so.
But yeah, life is good. Life is good. Jolly Roger. So
well,
yeah.
It's nice to see you upbeat.
What are you trying to say?
It's just nice to see you upbeat.
Yeah, I think the last one wasn't good.
No, you was a bit. You was a little like you were about to shit and stamp in it.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear about your man on Ghost Adventures?
Well, Aaron Goodwin
and his wife trying to
over there
get him assassinated.
He made that Ghostbusters thing. That's one of a kind in the world. Don't rob my house. How much do you think I paid for that back in, I don't know, 2015, 16 on eBay when he sells all his custom art on eBay? What do you reckon I paid for that?
Less than his wife did for Murder for Hire.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. I don't know. You paid what? 200 quid?
£108, I think.
180 or 108?
108. So I'm probably thinking that's worth. If he died, it'd be worth a lot more. But
it'd probably be worth quite a bit now as well.
I'm guessing it's worth a lot more than £108 that I paid now, just for the fact there's only one and it's Ghostbusters. If a new Ghostbusters film comes out again, and I sold it then, memorabilia, Ghost Adventures, like a glove. But yeah, going back to the story, I heard about that yesterday and I thought, what? So I watched a video on it this morning, and yeah, this happened in October. His wife was speaking to an inmate in a Florida prison, I believe, and she was talking to him about getting out of her marriage and not divorcing him, but ending him. So for $11,515.
Is that? I don't know what. I mean, I haven't got 11 grand laying around. Not that I would ever, I mean, but imagine how that feels finding that out.
Yeah, it's weird though, because as far as I know, looking at his Instagram, he was putting stuff up of them two going out for the day on Valentine's Day. Now, I believe that this has only come about this week because she's only just been arrested for this. So he possibly, or I'd hope so, he wouldn't know about it beforehand.
So he forgave her for it.
Well, I don't know. Well, we don't. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. Is he only just found out because he's just been arrested this week? She's been arrested this week, and this is why he's found out. He didn't know Valentine's Day, and that's the way I've sort of figured it out myself, anyway.
Of all the shit that you would forgive your significant other for, like scraping an ally, going over budget on the credit card, and then just murder for hire. Trying to have me assassinated. Like, where do you have that conversation? Well, she was doing it, she had my best interest at heart.
Apparently there was text message, wasn't there? That's how they found it. So that's proof.
It's quite common though. It's quite common in America that people, because there's a whole thing with inmates, isn't there, where they can talk to people and like there's a whole where people go and get married to a random inmate they've never met.
Yeah,
they'll chat to them and like get pen pals with inmates. There was a documentary on Netflix where
Charles Bronson.
No. It was I think this was like October time, where this female prison guard in a prison, she befriended a prisoner, and it got more and more. They were speaking on the phone in the evening. She brought me on her phone and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then she helped him escape by taking him to a doctor's appointment and then just going on the run. Anyway, like, it lasted maybe like, they were on the run for like 48 hours. And that was it. Like, she ended up topping herself because they got caught in a police chase. She ended up shooting herself.
Oh, wow.
Like,
fucking hell.
I just find America tapped in certain ways. There's like something dodgy in the water over there, where it just makes them. Like, do you not find that murder cases are more extreme in America? Or
they have guns, so that sort of helps a bit.
I know, but is it the gun thing? Is it the gun thing that makes it?
It's easy. It's easier to unalive people, isn't it? For us, we need to go B&Q and get a fucking kitchen knife or something.
Yeah, but that's the problem. You don't in this day and age. That knives are fucking everywhere. But I mean, the whole gun thing, like that baffles me anyway. Because the fact that you can, I think I've said this before, you can go and get your milk, your bread, your cereal, and then a shotgun at the same shop
in Target or Walmart, one of them. Let us know, people, Americans. Let us know.
So, what's been going on in the world of you? What have you been doing?
What's popping?
Popping
good. Not much. Been doing lots of editing videos. Been out. I think the last time had I been to Stoke the last time I saw you.
I don't think so.
No, I went to the infamous murder house in Stoke-on-Trent with our good friend Ali the other week, last weekend, or about 2 weeks when you watch this. And we went to an abandoned farmhouse. It was in the middle of nowhere. Very creepy. Lots of weird stuff. We found personal items of this gentleman, and we also found recordings of like a land dispute. Someone wanted to get rid of him out of the house, possibly family. We're not sure. We found all court documents, papers. Stuff from the court, what the little lady typed at the front, whatever that's called.
The clerk.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And we found recordings of him being threatened and everything. So, wow. That proper story to this location.
Wait, how did you play the recordings?
We found a briefcase full of fucking old dictaphones.
Oh. Okay.
So, yeah.
How weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and his shotgun license as well.
Nice.
So that was on the floor in the living room.
So what was it? What was this house?
It was just an old farmhouse with lots of outbuildings in the middle of nowhere.
And you just went in.
Well, they had been the week before, and they found it, and they just walked in the building and started going up the stairs, and a door in the other room downstairs slammed behind them. Basically shit them up. They thought there was someone there. So they left, and then they said, "Oh, will I go?" I thought, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll go that."
No, why would you do that?
Yeah. I said, "Don't worry, I'll go." You know, Mickey's there.
You fucking idiot.
I am.
This whole urban exploring thing is it not, especially something like that? Is it not invasive into someone's? Why is it there? Why is the house abandoned? You know,
Exactly.
Where is the geezer?
Fuck knows.
How do you know he wasn't hiding?
You should see the fucking state of the place upstairs. It's like somebody bought Primark and emptied it, all the clothing they have, all over the floor of the whole upstairs of like 6 bedrooms, hallways, bathrooms, and then put suitcases on top of it and old CDs and video cassettes and I don't know, lots of furniture that's broken, and then you walk on it all. So yeah.
Some people live like that.
I know.
Some people live like that. You know, you.
I do know. Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, but so how do you know he just didn't? He didn't see out the window 3 big blokes with beards, and then just thought.
3 big blokes. His wife ain't got a beard.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm sorry, Ali, not you. But you know what I mean. Like, how did you know? How did you just thought, these are here to rob me? I need to hide under a pile of clothes.
But the location where we met up, because they're from Leicestershire, so
yeah,
we met in a pub called the Plume of Feathers, and it's owned by a very famous actor, a UK actor that used to do sitcoms. And now it goes into drama. Let's have guess. 5 guesses. Not current sitcom. Would have been one for the lads back in the day.
That would have been one for the lads back in the day.
2 people, 2 main characters in this show.
Oh, you mean the I can't remember. They got 2 pints of lager, guys.
No, similar time.
Oh, mate. Ralph. What's his name? Men Behaving Badly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Neil Morrissey owns it. He owns a chain of pubs, and this was his pub. You go inside, and there's signed pictures of him and Martin Clunes on the walls, caricatures, like personal items in there on the walls. It's well good.
Bloody Doc Martin, eh?
Yeah. And so this pub, we met there, and there's at the end of the car park there, which is about 30 foot, there's a railway like level crossing. Just past there's like a little old railway hut that used to be probably the control person or whatever. And there's a little car park there. Well, they said to me the famous murder house is just there, and I'm like, oh, I've seen all the massive YouTube exploring ghost hunting people go there, and I'm like, oh wow. So we walked, it's on the main fucking road up about 100 feet from there, the first house. There's 3 abandoned mansions on this main fucking road. You just walk in. So we walked to the murder house one. Obviously this is broad daylight, this is like 3 in the afternoon, nice and sunny, and this wasn't on the plan. The farmhouse was the plan. But I said, this is location number 2 then. Fuck yeah, because there's a way in. There's a big window that is not there. So it's like, yeah, fuck, 2 right. You know, when else are you going to get this opportunity? So we had a look round it, made sure you can get in. You know, obviously we didn't break anything. Did some filming for the daytime stuff. Then went to have some food in the pub and then headed off to the old farmhouse, which was about 10 minutes away.
The first house, then the murder house, was it completely empty?
Yeah.
Nothing, no stuff in it, and just empty.
Oh, it's in the murder house. We looked into the second house, which was a big fuck off mansion as well. They used it for a college at some point. We looked in there. We could have gone in there, but we didn't. The murder house was the main one. You know, we can't do 3 tonight. So yeah.
But what's the story behind the murder house?
The murder house is a woman called Alice Wiltshire, 1952. She was in her kitchen preparing the meal, and somebody bashed their head in with fire logs, vases, and an ornament. This is just some bloke went in the house, in the kitchen, battered her to death. He then went upstairs, looking in the rooms, looking for jewelry, treasures, all that sort of stuff. As he was coming back down the stairs, she had sort of regained consciousness and was like staggering around. And obviously he thought, fuck, she's not dead. So he then carried on battering her. He used a 3-foot poker, battering her, smashing her in as she was making her way back to the kitchen, which in the house where we were, it was about 20 feet round the corner, down a little corridor into the kitchen. Ended with him putting the 3-foot poker through her head to finish her off. Now, old Cuthbert, husband, who was a big pottery manufacturer at the time, he comes home after a long day at work, finds his wife dead in the kitchen. And it turns out it was an ex-employee called Leslie Green, who was the old chauffeur and gardener. He'd been fired from them both for taking the family vehicle and using it without permission, and his attitude was really bad as well. So that went to the police, arrested him, and it went to trial because he stupidly left blood-stained gloves, and footprints all over the kitchen. Now, the amazing thing about this, they had to dig up the kitchen, like big block of concrete. It's about this high, about 10, 12 inches high, and about 20 inches long. Big lump of concrete out of the kitchen floor. For some reason, that's the only way that I suppose they could get footprints in them days. I don't know. But there's pictures of the police taking that out of the house online. Yeah, so he was found guilty, and within 2 weeks, I think, he was hung. This Leslie Green. Very famous. 1952. Yeah.
1952, man. Fucking hell.
And then after a while, they turned that building into part of a college as well. And then it was just been left abandoned. I don't know from when it's been empty like that. But there's like pool tables in there. There's a piano, nice piano in there. Yeah, it's such a shame. But yeah, it was an interesting 3 hours. I think we got there at like midnight. We got to that one. And we finished at 3 o'clock, half 2, 3. Then I went home. Got home like 5, 6 o'clock. It's like, hello.
Classic.
Go to bed now. But it was good. It's good, man. I enjoyed it. It's one story we knew about, one story we discovered while we were in the house, as in the farmhouse and old Martin. Yeah.
Martin hiding under the stairs, shitting himself because you three were in there.
No, he died of cancer apparently.
Are you talking about the farmhouse man?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
so he
not the bloke with the shotgun license. The bloke whose voice we heard, we found on the dictaphones. Yeah, because on the back of the box it says Martin's voice. You turn it over and it says, unfortunately, Martin. This is the last known recording of Martin's voice. He died of something, cancer or whatever. So it's like, oh, this is awkward. So,
do you not find it? I find it so weird. Like, do you know, like there's recordings of this. Do you know, like once upon a time, someone will find these podcasts in when me and you are both dead and be like,
what a bunch of wankers.
What are these two dickheads on about? I find that so weird. And we'll be like and subscribe.
Jesus, and fuck off.
Can you imagine, like, we die and then, like, we start getting, like, millions of views and they're like, oh, we want to give them their YouTube award. And they're like, no, they're both dead.
Here's your plaque.
Here's your plaque.
Ah, shit. But, yeah, it's been interesting. Very interesting.
You was in a, where were you doing? You was in a cafe the other day? Were you in a cafe, like, exploring? I've seen a video the other day. Abandoned cafe, sort of restaurant thing. No,
Was it? No, it wasn't.
I seen a video. It literally come up on my feed.
On what?
It was like
Oh, TikTok. Oh,
technology.
that was with Mark. Yeah, in Scoffers Calf. Anyone
Oh,
from Northamptonshire knows Scoffers.
classic.
It's still fucking empty. It's a lot more trash now than it was when the first time I went in there, when all the Lego was still on the table in little building blocks. And yeah.
Do people just go in these places and just rip all? Well, I imagine the copper. That's probably what they rip out.
Yeah, the copper, certain cables that are in the building, I suppose they can use. Yeah. Which is a shame. And then obviously all the rain gets in, they nick sometimes stuff off the roof, I suppose.
Just ends up fucked. There's so many places where we live that have been. In fact, along the A45, is there 3 places?
Yeah, you got Scoffers one side.
Yeah.
That's A43. That's A45 I'm on about. Yeah, the other, across the road there is like the old little chef, AJ's, whoever it was. Next to the SA.
There's the Buddies that was closed down.
Is it?
Yeah, that little Buddies is there, near where the garage is. Just before you approach WrestleNate's where the BP garage is.
Oh, on the left?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
That Buddies is there. That's derelict.
Ooh. Michael might go there. Do you want to go, Niall? I normally take your brother.
What's he thinking? I would. The problem is I would just feel automatically, you're in trouble now. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble for this.
The police cannot arrest you. It's not illegal to be in there. The only people that can ask you to leave the property is the landowner. Now, you can't get arrested for it. It's not a criminal offence. It's a civil offence, which means the landowner can take you to court and prosecute you. But it costs thousands and thousands of pounds to settle that up in the first place. And you probably wouldn't get thousands of pounds in damages from the person that you are taking to court, basically. Because they'd have to prove that you damaged anything. And if a lot of people, they go in there, they take photos as they go in, they take videos as they go in. So they prove everything was already like it when they entered the building. So therefore, they can't prove that they did any damage. So they would not be awarded anything in court. So landowners just say, get out. That's it.
Mate, you literally, have you been reading up court documents on urban
No, there's lots of shit going on in the paranormal world at the moment about this. A certain massive team went into a house, and in this particular house, a gentleman died. He lived on his own. He's an old man. He died, and basically he decomposed on the landing or a bedroom or something upstairs. Well, he was found after possibly 6 weeks. Don't quote me on that. And some of his hair and juice are still on the carpet. And this particular team kept showing close-ups of the decomposed area. Now, his family are obviously still alive. It's blown the paranormal world apart recently because this team is supposed to be all squeaky clean and very well respected, gets shitloads of views, and basically the whole of YouTube turned against them. Such abuse online. They took their video down, re-edited it, and re-uploaded it again. But yeah, so that is a very touchy subject about urban exploring Urbex at the moment. So that's why I did a talk last night on my Ghostal podcast about that. Is it right to go do it?
Who's the team? Who are they?
The Ouija Brothers, which I think is the fucking best name in the paranormal. I fucking love that name, the Ouija Brothers, and they've got their logo is fucking sick.
Oh, well, not anymore, mate. That name is up for sale. Along with that other podcast.
All of the hate towards them has weaned off because some Bitcoin crypto hacker took over their YouTube channel 2 days ago, and it's now gone.
Right.
And YouTube know about it, and it looks like they can't really do anything about it. This person went in there, changed all the email addresses. Yeah. They've gone into their merch store and took £2,000 out of them, and it's like it's still down now. So that's been like 2-3 days now. So
I mean,
that's their livelihood as well. They don't work. That is what they do.
get down the fucking job centre, lads, with your cameras, eh? Start seeing if there's any spirits floating around the job centre, because there is.
And a lot of people are saying, look, that's karma for what you did to that man's family and that man.
100%. You're telling me that hack wasn't sort of illustrated
from somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. I did think that.
How many views were they getting per video?
50,000 upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like 120,000 subs, so they got their plaque and everything. They get paid for shitloads of memberships. Obviously, all the money from the videos, the ad revenue. So brand deals.
Somebody did that. That wasn't accidental. That was clearly done on purpose, but rightly so, because I mean, look at Jake Paul when he went to the suicide forest.
Logan Paul. Yeah.
One of his brothers. Again, you know, there's you can't do that. You can't go to these places and like, so this is the famous suicide forest. Oh look, there's one of them. You know, the same as you can't show. You're not. If you're you're paranormal investigator, why would any of your viewers find it? I mean, yes, they'd find it weird. People find weird things fun, but
you see, it's different. I would probably film it, but I'd blur it. I wouldn't put it in the actual video. I'd have the evidence of what I've found.
You could just talk about it. Just like I'm standing in the landing. I can clearly see this is where
parts of hair and everything.
This is where the deceased was found. Not like dignity, but I'd imagine that the
shock value. As well.
They just fought views. All they fought was views. And the more views go up, the more finances go up, right? No, fair play. Get down the job centre, lads.
It's a difficult one. Yeah. If I did that, I would expect loads of shit if I showed parts of a body. Because it's like your granddad's hair still on the floor.
Yeah, it's wrong. That is not even wrong. It's sick. It's borderline. You know, it's inhumane to do something like that. You got to remember, right? And I suppose you have to remember in your world is that whatever you do find, these are real or was real people once upon a time. So the respect it's got to be given.
Oh yeah, very much so. It's got to be high on your list.
The problem is like there's so many urban explorers now. They're 10 pennies to every single location he's gone through 1,000 times, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
But obviously, people like watching them views. People like watching them videos.
If someone said to you, "Oh, such and such has brought a new video out. They've gone into this haunted location, and there's part of a body in there," you're gonna watch it because you're gonna think, "What? You know, how what do they show? Is it? Nah, they can't be showing that. Surely."
Views.
It's it'd make me watch for what, just out of curiosity, and that's what it is. Curiosity. What is on there? What will happen?
And you're telling me they weren't hacked on purpose? Clearly they were.
See, I've seen lots of videos after this hacking and that saying, "Well, this is what happened with big channels, and the crypto people, they use this to promote their stuff." But it's got the fucking bloke's email address, the name, everything.
Yeah, but then
they can't. YouTube still can't give it back.
No,
it's weird.
Yeah, who did it happen? I knew somebody where it started off their Facebook was hacked. Then it was their Instagram. Then
didn't they?
Yeah, and then from their Instagram it was their Snapchat, and then from that it was bank accounts, because the correlation of passwords. So you reset an email password, then you get your bank password resent to your email, which the password's already changed for.
Yeah.
Like, and I was thinking, and these people sit there. They'll, these people in this world, they'll sit there, and they can do it. They can. I mean, luckily, fuck all money in my account. So
That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm poor. I got nothing.
it's weird, though, isn't it? Now that we live in such a cashless society, where
Stupid.
where people think they don't need cash. People really think everything's better. Everything's better in the bank. I mean, have you got any right now at home, whatever wallet? How much cash have you got?
I've got about £35 in cash. There you go. Bastard, yeah.
I've got
It's more that's in my bank.
I've got a £10 note in my gym bag.
Yeah.
I've got a £10 note, a couple of pound coins and stuff. I've got a tenner in a box in the kitchen, and then I've got a jar full of coins, like all different coins.
Yeah.
Probably about 17 quid's worth around the house.
Hmm.
But that's weird, isn't it? The fact that, I mean, I used to, back in the day, I used to carry a money, Mickey might know, I used to carry a money clip. Everything was cash.
Yeah.
So I'd get paid, I'd pay all my bills that was in my bank and let them go out. And I would have 600 quid in a money clip. And it wasn't a flex thing, it was just the fact that I liked having my cash. I never got it out and be like, really? It was more of a, I don't know, it was just more of a, like, I always seen films where, like, rich guys have money clips.
Yeah,
and I used to love it. I used to love the feeling of my money being in a money clip. It was, I don't know, it was weird, but I loved it.
Well, back in the old days, I used to have a safe in my old house, and I would have envelopes for holiday, all my kids, one each for my children, like their pocket money, Christmas money would go. I'd put it in the safe, and then save it up for whatever they wanted. Things like that, car payments, like for petrol or not petrol. Like MOT service and all that for the year.
Cash.
Yeah, cash. Yeah, you'd put money in these envelopes. I bet everybody did that.
Plus, obviously we all know you always got better deals with cash. Do you know what I mean? They'd be like, you'd go and get a new tire, and they'd be like, call it 40 quid cash, sort of thing. And you'd be like, well, now it's like paying on card, 75 quid. But
Yeah.
I always felt you got better. Do you know, like? You know, like the men that sell meat off the back of a lorry. You know those people that, and they're like, they just bag all this meat on one big thing and then whack it on a carrier bag, and they're like,
or at the market.
Yeah, at the market.
Market still. Yeah.
Like, you can't go to a car boot. You can't go to a car boot with no cash.
Exactly. That'd just be weird. But then again, I bet these people do have these little card machines. I've seen lots of people,
like sum up and stuff. Yeah, sum up accounts. Where
little white ones.
Little white readers. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of small businesses do that, but then
because they know people don't carry cash.
But then market stalls. You know, like have you seen that guy? That I can't remember his surname. He's called Tommy something. He's like he's a big guy. He was on The Apprentice.
Yes, I follow him on Instagram. Yeah.
What's he called? Tommy something.
Anna Bosch.
Yeah. Bosch.
Yeah, he goes everywhere. He sits down. Hello, you lovely people, and he sits in his caff and his mate's caff, and he talks about the day. He gives you a quote. He's having a nice fry up, and he pours the sauce and don't look.
Yeah,
yeah, that geezer. Yeah, he's fucking wicked. I saw him on a podcast. That's how I found out about him. But yeah,
I love I would love to have a market stall. I would love it, and that would be for me selling just random stuff. You know, like he sells like duvets and I don't know, fucking
like B&M, isn't he?
Just yeah, but all that's cash. You know what I mean? All that's cash. Like, see that for me is I don't know. I'd love that. I'd literally love that. But at the same time, we don't deal in cash anymore. Why is cash not strong? Why are people? Because, like you said, this hack thing's real.
Exactly.
Have you watched that 0 Day yet? With
No, I haven't. I know you told me about that ages ago. I haven't.
No, it's only just come out. It's only just come out, this one.
Tom Skinner.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, that geezer.
Yeah, that geezer, innit? Yeah, he's wicked. He is. Yeah.
He's just a proper. Do you know what I mean? He's probably got a money clip with cash.
He's got all the fucking cash in the world, mate. I bet.
But do you know what I mean? Like now, because I was going off track. So this show was basically like in America, basically something bad happens, and what happens is everything shuts down one by one. Banks shut down, online activity shuts down, all that, and then all of a sudden banks are like, we're not giving out any more money. The banks are closed because
you're saying you can't have your money, yeah.
Yeah, you can't withdraw money from a bank, you can't transfer, you can't pay, you can't do nothing with your bank account, because obviously when something bad happens, they don't want to lose their capital, do they? Countries don't want to lose their capital, so they shut everything down.
Yeah.
Whereas, and it all of a sudden becomes, it's not your money. It's not your money anymore. It's in the bank. And we trust. I was always taught. Trust the bank. Trust where you put your money. And the thing is, I do, and I've always wanted to do something with money. I've always wanted to do something like I'd like to do a stocks and shares ISA. I don't know what I'm doing. I wouldn't know where to start. I'd like to own premium bonds, because apparently they can be you can get quite good money back on them. I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Like I did the crypto thing. I lost a load of money.
I lost I lost £15.
Okay, that's not as bad. I think I lost probably like a bit of money. But I didn't lose it. I've still got the crypto, and turns out the crypto now is still worth something.
But then you were friends with brothers that were doing crypto at the time.
No, but the thing is, it was like the crypto thing. I've still got it, and it's worth something now. It's not worth a lot, but it's worth something.
Sell it.
Everyone's like, no, just leave it. I'm going to leave it because apparently in 2050 it'll be worth quite a bit. But then I was looking recently into stocks and shares ISA, and if I put like 40 quid a month into a stocks and shares ISA, when I retire, it will be worth 70, 80 grand. But I don't know enough about it to go, is that a risk?
Yeah.
Is it a risk?
No idea.
Bearing in mind, when I die, I was going to die in a shed load of debt and have no money.
Don't they transfer the debt, though, to your family and that?
No, I'll just done what to do so me by then. I'll be like, listen, say none of you know me, all right? We'll change your name. Buck stops with me, all right? I'll take it all. You want to get a credit card out of my name, you do it.
Yeah.
I just have this philosophy that you cannot take nothing with you.
If you could take one thing with you, what would you take? One item, not living.
One item. What? Just to carry me through.
Just to having your coffin with you. Let's say, for whatever reason. What would I take?
Honestly, do you know what I take? As honest as this is, and for what I do for a living, do you know I'd definitely I'd take a packet of fags.
Packet of fags, yeah.
I would, and I don't know why, because I no longer could ever see myself smoking ever again in my life. But I think at that moment, I'd be like, I don't know. Well, I don't. There's nothing I care. Like I go, yeah, I want to be buried with a a fancy watch, or. Do you know? I probably just want a picture. I probably just want a picture of my pocket of my kids.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, money clip of your kids.
Money clip, load of money in it. Just fivers. You don't have to put a lot. Just get a load of fivers. It looks bigger. All right. Load of fivers. Picture of my kids. Packet of fags. That'll do me.
Why not?
What would you take?
I think a picture frame. Picture of my kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
An occasion with my children. Yeah, I think that's what I would take. Yeah, I think that'd be good.
I would take
Janet with me. Give Janet a cuddle in my coffin.
Yeah, you can make. Don't you worry. When you snuff it, I am going to make sure those are all buried with you, just as a, when
safety
like,
precaution.
No, do you want to say something at the funeral? I'll be like, yeah, I'll do. Mickey asked me. He wanted basically everything in his bedroom right now. He wanted it all put in the box. All right.
Chapel arrest then.
In fact, just build his coffin out of the dolls.
Imagine that.
I'd like to do something funny.
Little hand sticking out of the wood.
Yeah. I'd like to do something funny at my funeral. That's what. If I get to plan it, I'd like to do something funny.
you've been watching them Irish reels or TikToks, haven't you? Where they're blokes
No.
being buried and someone's playing, "Help! Get me out of here!"
No.
Fuck at the fucking graveside. Yeah, I've seen them TikToks. The Irish family. It's fucking funny. I'm sure it's Irish.
So I seen basically. It was basically like an old bloke, and he paid a bunch of Russian guys to come to his funeral. His family thought he lived a proper normal life, and obviously he did. He lived a very normal life.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, when he died, he paid all these Russian blokes to come to his funeral and just basically, like mobsters,
Yeah, the mafia.
Act like he was like a boss, basically. All right. So then his family are all like, what is going on? And they're all like laying like black roses on the coffin and like saluting in their own way and all that sort of stuff. And everyone was like, "Have you got the right person?" Like, yeah, we've got the right person. Like sort of thing. And they just made out he was some gangster. And I was like, that is cool.
That's good. I like that. That'd be a good interpretation. Yeah.
Because it's your last. Do you know when people say, "Oh, I want this song played at my funeral"? Why? Why do you want that song played at your funeral? You ain't listening to it. I mean, there's certain songs I want played at my funeral, but I'm not going to be sat there up on the altar just listening to it.
You are. You could be behind the tree. You can be floating above. Oh, like Jesus.
I wonder if that's the thing, though. I wonder if you get to go to your own funeral and be like, "Listen, you're dead. You're going to stay here for the couple of days. Get comfortable. We're going to bring you some nice white pajamas. You put them on.
Put your feet up.
You're going to go to your funeral. Then you'll catch the flight to the gates. You float up, and then you'll either go in two directions, left or right. We're still going through the paperwork. We haven't decided yet where you're going, but let's roll with it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking more of a religious funeral there, or afterlife. Heaven and hell. That's religious.
Is it though?
Yeah, because heaven is a Christian thing, is a godly thing.
I mean,
You just if you're non godly, then it'd just be the afterlife, spirit world or earth. You know.
I hope it just comes and I die, and then there's just a picture of like a roulette machine or something like that, and it's basically like you will be a wasp, a shark, a lion, a human again, and you just basically like spin the wheel and then be like, this decides what you're gonna be again.
So again, that's religious. Reincarnation is a religious thing.
I get it.
I don't want to be reincarnated. It's just one life, Mickey. I know I've had other lives, as Paul was showing me.
Exactly. So
I don't want no more. All right, I'm keeping my fucking one life. I'm gonna float about the earth, scaring people, and being an idiot in the afterlife. I think.
Yeah, but then
that's fun.
Spirit world is religious.
It's not.
I mean, it is.
It's energy world. No, spirits aren't religious. What about?
Yeah, but
talking about the Holy Ghost, Father,
exactly.
Son, and Holy Ghost. Yeah, that's an interpretation, isn't it?
Is it though? What about the exorcisms and all that with the church?
Again, they're religious.
Yeah, but then how come the demons don't like the power of Christ compels you shit? Just saying.
Because they're religious. If the demon is not a fucking Christian and they're using Christian or Catholic text to get rid of him, he's just sat there going, "Oh, wanker." Fuck off, deuces.
Why is he? Why is he? Because surely if he's not bothered by religion, he'll go, "All right, keep talking. Why does it bother them?"
Because that's what the film says, so Niall.
Does it though?
We need to get an exorcist on the show. I know one. Well, I don't know him. I know of one. I've never met him. I was supposed to, but I don't. His name's Ralph something. He lives up in Hull, I think. That sort of area. No, is it Ralph? I don't know.
Has he done them? Because if he's done them, I need to see footage.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, I searched him up online, and he gets messages all the time, and he's like emails about family needing help. Now, how far these exorcisms go? Do they actually get to do the exorcisms? has it got to that level? I don't know. But he says he has. He's done some. So
you can go, like, from what I know, from knowledge that I know, is you can go to these seminars.
Seminars, not cinema.
Seminar.
It's not cinema.
Cinemas. You can go to these lectures in Rome. You can go to those.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
In the films, you can go to these exorcism classes where you can basically go and do it. You should. Have you not thought about Italy and paranormal?
No, I'd like to go to the Colosseum.
No, but you could. Some of the locations you could do in Italy.
Or Latin and text and exorcism. Yeah, the Vatican City. I'd go in there. Why not?
Imagine just getting your camera out in there.
Spirit box. Demon. God. Church.
Oh God, no!
Imagine that. I imagine you'll be escorted out very quickly in the Vatican City.
Mm.
So, yeah.
I just. What's the other thing as well? What's the weird? What group? The Masons. Do you know anything about them?
I know what I've seen on The Simpsons.
Because there's a Masonic lodge quite close to me.
Yeah.
And obviously, I've been to a Freemasons ball years and years ago. I was invited as basically a +1 for.
They've got 3 balls.
Freemasons ball. And anyway, I was trying to Google the handshake before I went. So I went. It was basically like a family thing, and I went, and I was like, "What is this thing? Like, what is it?" Turns out it's nothing special. It's just a bunch of old weirdos.
I heard that if you're in the Masons, you get obviously higher ranking Masons and lower ranking Masons, and they can help you with your work. They know people at higher up in different jobs, and if you're one of them and you're high, they'll help you out.
Just like the little tickle.
Yeah. So
apparently it's something like, it's basically like that, but across the handshake. And I was like, I don't know.
There's lots of symbolism in the world. Do you remember on the Graham Norton show a few months ago, there was somebody, that's it, Liam Payne. Yeah, Liam Payne was on the Graham Norton show. He was on there with David Walliams and Salma Hayek, yeah? He was talking about P. Diddy. Now, I don't know when this was. He was talking about P. Diddy and what he was like and when he met him and that. And you could see David and Salma were very uncomfortable at what Liam was saying. Now, obviously, Liam, it could have been when One Direction first started. So he was a bit starstruck and all that.
Yeah.
And
I've seen it.
And you see the hands of David and Salma, they did like a symbol with their hands, as if, and apparently that means this is nothing to do with us. We don't agree with what he's saying. Leave us out of this. And they both did exactly the same. And then suddenly he dies, and he's talking about P. Diddy, and P. Diddy's been arrested and all that conspiracy stuff.
So it's called a mandra.
Oh, is it? A
mandra. And apparently, basically, people do that so you connect. So it's basically, so you put your energy back into yourself. Mantra, it's called. So your energies, it's all connected.
Yeah.
So they do that at a part, yeah. But anyway, look for you got your phone on you.
Yes.
Look for Mark Wahlberg and
I like him.
What's the little guy called? Kevin Hart talks about P. Diddy. Oh mate, Kevin Hart goes proper weird. He goes proper weird about it.
Yeah.
You got more fucking dye in that beard than Diddy wear.
All right, that's enough.
I know.
That's enough.
I seen him. He shows me behind the curtain.
That's a fucking enough. All right, I'm gonna edit this out.
But still.
Put a fucking
Put a note on it. You can edit that one.
Is that the one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Hart. It's his little talk show, isn't it?
Yeah, he goes weird about him.
It is. It does make me wonder what everybody knows. What?
I was going to say, look at what have you seen? Obviously, all the clips and pictures of Justin Bieber.
Oh, he looks like he's got AIDS, doesn't he? It looks like his whole body is melting at the moment.
He's just apparently gone mad since all this, allegedly, since all this stuff's come out, and basically saying what he had to be involved in. He's hit drugs like super hard, and I mean he's putting pictures on his Instagram now, just full on, like basically just taking them there and then. It's weird.
I didn't realise that's what it was.
Yeah. Well, you don't know, do you? Will it all come out? Will all the? I know the trial starts, but obviously they're not going to put any. I know there's one on Discovery called The Downfall, but obviously 50 Cent said he had this whole production being made about exposing everything about what happened at these parties, and everyone's coming forward. Do you know the other one who I like? Do you know Cat Williams? He exposes.
Oh, that little freaky man. Yeah, he goes in on everybody.
He exposes them. Like, look at Jay-Z and all that stuff. Like,
and Beyonce, yeah, them two are biggest, allegedly anyway.
I know.
Worst people in that sort of industry.
They were on that island as well. They went to that island many a times. That's another thing as well. Those whole flight logs being released for Epstein's Island.
Yeah. But I suppose just because they went there doesn't mean to say they were paedophiles, I suppose, does it? But it doesn't look good for your image anyway.
No.
Why would you go there knowing if there was a pedo on your street, yeah, you wouldn't be friends with him, would you? You wouldn't go knocking. All right, blah blah blah. Let's fancy a coffee and sit in the front garden with you, would you? No. It wouldn't look good for you.
No, but then he had a lot of he was big in Hollywood, right? So he's going to have a lot of associates.
Lots of friends.
There was stuff about Ellen DeGeneres. I think she's weird. I think something's completely dodgy about her.
I think she's involved with some shady shit.
And now she lives in Surrey. She's bought a mansion.
It's because Trump came back. That's why she left. We don't want her. Fuck off.
She lives in Surrey now, right? She's bought like massive compound acres of land in Surrey. Like, she's been having it. Apparently, she was having it built for at least a couple of years before she even moved here. But basically, she did her exit from Hollywood. Look at Hanks. Oh mate, if Tom Hanks is Dodge, that's going to ruin a massive part of my.
I've seen lots of videos about Tom Hanks and something trafficking. Let's just say that. Lots of very interesting videos and information out there about him. And now I look at him, I can't look at him in the same way anymore. I look at him in disgust.
He just, I mean, it don't know.
Obviously, it's innocent until proven guilty.
And the problem is all that stuff going to come out? Because there is I think LA is literally built on a fucking waste ground.
Yeah.
Like,
well, Mel Gibson's been exposing film documentary for fucking years now. Still not out yet.
I was just gonna say it.
Because they fucked the whole of Hollywood, fucked Mel Gibson off, didn't they? So apparently he's got dirt and evidence that is coming, and I will watch that shit.
This is because I know that they said what was the singer called from Linkin Park? Remember him?
Oh, yes, the one who killed himself.
Chester.
No, yeah.
He was basically he was apparently exposing something as well.
I don't know.
But then these are all hearsay, right? Until they come out.
Until there's evidence in the public eye, It is only hearsay, yeah.
Like, do you ever really think someone's going to come out and go, like, Jay-Z and Beyonce confirmed, like, you know, Diddy affiliates or whatever?
No,
I mean,
it's not going to come out.
It's the same with Diddy. What's really, because he's been in hospital multiple times apparently, back and forth from the hospital he has. Like, what is going to come out against him? I mean, you know what I mean? R. Kelly was a fucking weirdo. Like, and like he, you know, the R. Kelly thing went on for fucking years.
Yeah.
He was still releasing music even when he was getting accused. Do you know what I mean? Hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Yeah, keys to my ignition.
Like,
You know? Yeah.
like they were still singing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't. Like, I used to love her. I used to love R. Kelly songs. I can't listen to R. Kelly anymore. I can't.
He had some fucking bangers, though, didn't he? They were fucking awesome.
You know what I mean? He literally had some really good tracks, and at the same time, it would be like anybody. It would be anybody if they come out as especially as a nonce. I cut you off. I literally, that would be it. And you know, it just surprises me how fame and, you know, how they just turn to weirdos.
Crime.
Or how people have to get, because it's, do you know what I mean? You're not a burglar, you're not a fucking jewelry heist, you're a wronger.
Yeah, you're doing the crimes that are the worst in society, allegedly.
Someone told me that, you know what I mean, they robbed the bank because they needed the money. Like, you would look over, you'd be like, fine, you're a bank robber, fine.
Yeah, well done.
Right? You're a weirdo, you're a fucking nonce and a wrong un.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just goes against the grain to me. It's just like...
Yeah, you're not drinking adrenochrome or putting kids in suitcases or stuff like that. You know, it's...
You know what?
What?
Drinking what?
Adrenochrome.
What's that?
Oh, fuck off. You know about the blood drinking.
No, I don't.
Oh, my God. Where you been, Niall? I'm sure we spoke about this many, many times.
No,
okay. It said that lots... Here we go. Conspiracy mode. Lots of children are being born in America, allegedly. And you know how America has, when you have a baby, they leave the parent, they go sit in a fucking room somewhere with 100 beds, and little trolleys and stuff. Well, apparently, whether it's happening there or it's other locations, babies and children are being kept. They are being frightened, which raises their adrenaline, yeah? Their blood is then taken at this point, and it is said that the majority of A-list Hollywood stars, music stars, film stars, are injecting this to keep them young, to keep their blood, because it's like pure, it's like unicorn, basically, drinking unicorn blood.
That's bollocks.
Adrenochrome. It's fucking massive. There's loads and loads of videos everywhere about that and who's involved, everything like that. You've never heard of adrenochrome?
No.
I think I've actually still got a video. I'll send you it.
Again,
it's been to court. There are court cases where judges are talking about it. So you know it's not fucking bullshit. It is happening.
I mean, the thing is,
you asked, I tell.
I asked, yeah, but I mean,
sorry.
I just find the world of conspiracy is the fact that I think conspiracy is dangerous.
It is dangerous, but it makes us happy because it's not boring.
No, but then again, because they're basically saying now that, I mean, conspiracy now is basically you can be done for conspiracy now. You can be done for inciting. The world of YouTube is going to have some certain sanctions, I believe. So,
whoops! This show we fucking shut down.
I don't think we're not a bad show. We're just discussing things that are already out there. We don't have our. We don't.
I know. We don't tell people to go get some kids and scare them and drink their blood. No. Or put kids in suitcases and stuff. Don't do that. You know, leave kids alone. Let them live their lives with their families, please.
Oh, mate, the world's fucked. Well,
But then again, that's what happens with the world's elite, the rich, the famous, the high up in society. They get away with stuff. They do many strange things. It's not like us and Tony down the road doing it, is it? So we go to our jobs 9 to 5, living our boring lives, you know, struggling to pay bills while they're out fucking jollying it up. Unfortunately.
Do you know what? If any of that's what people think living is living
They're
that.
wrong.
Yeah, oh God, mate, I'll take my job, my little garden, my mediocre car, because my lifestyle is rock star to me. No alcohol infused. I mean, I'm sure someone's going to be like, you drink this stuff has probably got a massive conspiracy story. Do you remember like when Monster had a conspiracy story and it was like 666?
Yeah, with the M, and you look, certain cans in America, yeah, talking about that woman did that video, didn't she? At some like trade fair or something, yeah.
I'm surprised the end of the video she wasn't like this. Don't buy it.
Monster. Yeah, I looked in the shops to see if it actually had it on, but it wasn't our cans, it was American cans.
Of course it was. As Don King said, only in America.
Only America. Only America.
Guys, thank you for joining us on another episode of Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Obviously, anything we're discussing tonight's show is just basically a discussion. Okay, these are not our opinions. We do
they're not
partake in any conspiracy theories because
No.
we just find them completely baffling. But on that note, people, enjoy your night. Deuces. And fuck off.
Fuck off.